Now, singing our national anthem will be Firm Foundation. Please rise. Thank you, Firm Foundation. Oh, don't sit down yet, please. Just a moment. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when. Thank you for that. Just a wow. That was a wow. Thank you. I feel like declaring that we're going to have a music major now and new vocal music faculty right there. Well, thank you for that. I'd like to now invite Dr. Rosen Venceslavov to the podium to present the invocation. Please remain standing until the conclusion of the invocation.
All right, make some noise, make some noise. Good morning, everybody. On this beautiful Burbank morning, I mean, look at us. We're celebrating excellence, hard work, and community. No matter your faith or creed, you represent the dignified gift of shared humanity. Compassion has two meanings. The first meaning is to suffer together. Our graduates bear testimony to suffering together. They have redrawn the parameters of learning and scholarship, and they're just about to start together, commence today on the journey of redrawing the boundaries of our world. The second and more poetic meaning of compassion is to share a passion. It's a joy to study and work at Woodbury because we all treasure this value. And our joy is contagious. Look at our graduates, our staff, our faculty, our administrators, and our families. We have much to celebrate today because it takes a village to work our way to this moment. And we are a wonderful little village. May we see ourselves and find a renewed purpose in the words of Toni Morrison. Inviting compassion into the bloodstream of an institution's agenda or a scholar's purpose is more than productive, more than civilizing, more than ethical, more than humane. It's humanizing. Congratulations.
Please be seated. I know you're waiting for that. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the stage party. And as I call the names, if you maybe just give a wave of the hand so people can see who you are, that would be terrific. I'd like to introduce, first of all, our commencement speaker, Mr. Christopher Edwards. Thanks, Christopher. Some of the members of the Board of Trustees are here with us. Mr. Lee Alpert, Ms. Superna Kala, Mr. Joe Machella, Mr. Sandeep Vagasia, and Dr. Ed Spiegel. From the University Administration, Dr. Michelle Starkey, Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Ms. Heather Flood, Dean of the School of Architecture. Dr. Joan Marquez, Dean of the School of Business. Mr. Jeff Bellantoni, Dean of the School of Media, Culture, Design. Dr. Ruben Ellis, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. And you just met Dr. Rosen Venislava, Professor of the Department of Philosophy. To the class of 2023, it's amazing just to hear that, isn't it? To the class of 2023, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this wonderful, meaningful, significant moment in your life of this commencement ceremony. I congratulate you on one of the major, but not the only, accomplishment of your life. But this is one we do want to celebrate with you. I extend congratulations and appreciation, and this might be a moment to do that, to your friends and family who helped you get here. I understand the pride and joy you are all feeling as graduates and as supporters of those who graduate. Okay, you didn't come here to hear me give a speech, so I'm not going to do it. Let's begin today's program. It's my pleasure to call Dr. Starkey to the podium to introduce the student speakers from the class of 2023.
It is my pleasure to introduce the student speaker for the class of 2023. Marielle, better known as Elle Tavares, is a Dominican and Puerto Rican senior, obtaining her bachelor's degree in filmmaking and creative production. Having been born in Manhattan, raised in both Brooklyn and Florida, Elle moved to California at the age of 17. Finding inspiration through the works of Jordan Peele and Wes Anderson, Elle hopes to bring awareness to major social issues through the lens of aesthetically pleasing and moving cinema. During her free time, Elle loves fashion, listening to music, and trying new coffee places. Please join me in welcoming Marielle to the stage.
Good morning. My name is Elle, and almost 4 years ago now, I remember leaving the Floridian countryside, getting on a plane, and stepping on California land for the very first time. I remember the first day of classes, seeing everyone in film talk about what cameras they had and what programs they used, and I had never even touched a real camera before, and I felt so behind. I remember I called my mom and I said, "I'm a brown girl from Florida. What do I know about making movies? I'm so scared that it's gonna be bad." She took a second, and then she said, "Yeah, it probably will be bad." But then she said, "A brown girl who makes bad movies is always better than one that's afraid to turn on the camera." You know, whenever people asked me where I went to school, I would always say, "It's really small, you probably wouldn't know it." But the little school that you probably wouldn't know, hidden by the trees and the mountains, changed my life. Through Woodbury, I can proudly say that I have been part of the making of over 15 different films and 5 studio internships. Thank you. I was also given the chance to work with the amazing Linda Dove and Mariah Literary Magazine team. Through Woodbury, I watched a classmate who at first struggled to put a camera on a tripod learn, grow, and get a job offer from the Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Academy. Through Woodbury, Solar Futures came to create LA's first 3D printed house. Through Woodbury, I watched a senior fashion major go from working on her own clothes to working on Beyoncé's. You know, it makes you think about how lucky we are to be part of this school in the mountains where we've gotten the opportunity to change our minds about what we want to do once, twice, or okay, maybe 3 times, where we got that new job or that new internship where we made friends, lost friends, and then made some more, where we built lots of architecture models, where we designed a game, a dress, or a brand new animated character, where in film, we turned campus into a Fortune 500 office building, a high school, or even NASA headquarters. But most importantly, where no matter our race, gender, age, religion, sexuality, or anything else that makes us special, we were accepted, loved, and pushed to grow. It makes you think about how lucky we are to be made of all the things we've learned and the people that we've met here. A psychology major from New Jersey taught me how to play volleyball. My playlist is filled with songs a film major from St. Louis, Missouri showed me. An interior design major from Hawaii taught me how to really party. And I was lucky enough to fall in love with an architecture major from Echo Park, who makes the most amazing pasta. That all happened here, in this school in the mountains. In a time of division and rising tensions, political differences, climate change, even global pandemics, it's easy to feel nervous and intimidated about what happens next. But when I look into the crowd of my fellow graduates, it's not hard to see a light at the end of the tunnel, to see problem solvers, to see leaders, and to see pillars of hope. Today, I am no longer a future filmmaker. I am a filmmaker. We are not future architects, future fashion designers, future animators, or game designers. We are architects, fashion designers, animators, and everything else. So, congratulations to the class of 2023, my fellow graduates. No matter where we may end up, we're pretty lucky that it started here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Elle. Inspiring, exciting, engaging. You already have a great present, and you have an even greater future. We're so glad to have been part of that. It's my pleasure now to introduce today's commencement speaker, Mr. Christopher Edwards, who I know you are going to appreciate. For over a decade, Christopher Edwards has been promoting the evolution and use of visualization and virtual production across film, television, and immersive media. In 2004, he co-founded the Third Floor Visualization Studio in Los Angeles, which has become a global household name for digital development and pre-production. He's amassed thousands of media credits few facilities can claim, from HBO's Game of Thrones to Lucasfilm's newest Star Wars franchises to Marvel's biggest blockbusters. Chris continues to drive the Third Floor's impact well beyond Hollywood, within the games and themed entertainment industries and into the metaverse. We are so fortunate, and I am so proud to introduce to you to deliver our commencement address, Christopher Edwards.
Whew, that was a hard act to follow. You go, girl. You are a filmmaker. First of all, I'd like to thank Oprah, Michelle Obama, Elon Musk, and Drake for not being available this morning so that I can have the pleasure of congratulating you personally. This is my first commencement speech, so don't make me nervous. I am indeed Chris Edwards. I'm the CEO and co-founder of a little company we created a long time ago called the Third Floor Visualization Studio. But thanks to the pandemic, one of the silver linings is that I get to work from home. Even the CEO gets to work from home to be with my 1-year-old son. Dean Grayson Edwards. Perhaps you've heard of him. He's going places. So parents, you know, for the first time in my life, I really feel, I think I know how you may be feeling right now. You pour your hopes and dreams into your kids, and you want to give them every advantage, even if they won't listen. By sharing the wisdom that you've gained throughout your life, you can bestow them some sort of advantage. So allow me to rehearse what I plan to say to my little Dean when he's old enough to understand me. So, son, I am the son of a rocket scientist and a costume designer. So props to all the fashion design majors, that the 6 of you who are graduating today. In the back. My dad bought me construction sets, and it was very confused why I never really followed the directions. I was just using it as raw materials for my creativity. And my mom understood that because she had me in oil painting classes at age 5 and took me to double features to brainwash me Clockwork Orange style with classic Hollywood movies. It was really that fusion of art and technology, and I really wanted to pursue both of them. And not many careers were, you know, set up to be a perfect balance of the two. So I saw my first film, actually, in the theater on May 25th, 1977, when I was 2 years, 6 months, and 9 days old. I know, I looked it up. That was the day the original Star Wars movie was released. And it really blew my mind. And I think a lot of people who are in the visual effects industry all had similar experiences. From then on, I set my sights on the impossible goal of helping George Lucas make more Star Wars movies. And my parents were like, okay. They weren't sure whether it was a viable career, but they, of course, supported me unconditionally. The journey that followed had more highs and more lows than a Hollywood blockbuster. But in the interest of allowing you to graduate sometime this afternoon, I'll cut to the chase, as we say in the business. See, I went to film school in upstate New York at Rochester Institute of Technology. I absolutely loved it. I loved the camaraderie with my classmates. Felt like I became a better leader, a better director. But what really got me the job, my first job at Walt Disney Feature Animation, not too far away from here, actually less than a mile here in a building next to Burbank Airport, was my passion for the craft and a lot of self-sacrifice in the form of quite a few unpaid internships. Remember that, Dean. Before and after you graduate at college is a magical time. It's when employers will give you the benefit of the doubt because you're affordable enough to take a chance on. I learned so much during those summer internships because several coworkers they really chose to take me under their wing. They didn't have to show me the ropes. That was only possible because I showed my passion and because I was hardworking and because I was humble. I worked my way up within Disney for 5 years as a senior layout artist, which is like a virtual cinematographer, and an assistant character animator. I absolutely loved being part of the Disney family, and I thought I was going to retire there. It's really easy when they give you a lot of free stuff and free tickets to Disneyland. But then one day I was suddenly laid off. It was because a little company named Pixar was the competition at the time, and they had convinced the Disney executives that they really needed to retrain the entire workforce to start making 3D films. And I was like, hey, I've been making 3D films for like 5 years for you. And they said, oh, well, I'm sorry, it's just gonna take at least a couple of years to retrain everybody, and you already know how to do that, so you'd just be bored and sitting around, so we're gonna lay you off anyways. So I said, I'm cheaper than the trainers, keep me. But the decision had already been made. It was like a Rocky movie. I was really down for the count, but I gathered what was left of my self-esteem and gradually got back to work as a freelancer. It's a little bit scary, but on that first freelance job, I really worked extra hard. I impressed my supervisor, and then he recommended me to a mysterious interview up in Northern California. north of San Francisco, over the Golden Gate Bridge, down a little road called Lucas Valley Road, which is where Skywalker Ranch is. So during that interview, I was geeking out about how much I admired George Lucas's his first professional film called THX 1138. This was because George was very clever and a smart filmmaker to use unique buildings, unique architecture all around San Francisco and create a dystopian world on such a small budget. It was like $30,000 under the tutelage of Francis Ford Coppola. So there I was geeking out about all of this stuff, and I was like, I saw the expression on the interviewers at Skywalker Ranch, and I thought, man, I had really blown this interview. But then they revealed that actually they were hiring, believe it or not, for a special edition version of THX 1138 so many years after they had done the original film, and that this was George's passion, and that I was the only one of my age that actually knew anything about this film who had come in to interview. So once again, my true passion for the craft helped me stand out in the crowd. And for the following 2 years, I worked directly with George Lucas, like right next to me, eating sandwiches. And so we worked on THX, and then wait for it, Star Wars Episode 3. And also War of the Worlds with Steven Spielberg, but that's a whole nother commencement speech. We'll get to it next year for your siblings. Me and the other digital artists who had taken the wrong pill in the Matrix around me were trusted to visualize the iconic filmmakers' stories on the 3rd floor of George Lucas's Skywalker Ranch house. And so after 2 years of dedication and having a sleeping bag under our desk, I convinced the majority of my colleagues to join me in the seemingly impossible mission to strike out on our own and to not give in to temptation and get the perhaps job that we could have gotten in the visual effects industry at George's company called ILM, which used to be my former life's goal, right? So I gave up my goal and I instead forged ahead into what seemed like a lot more of a risky proposition, where we would move down here to Los Angeles, start our own company, and do that with the lunch money I had saved from Disney, honestly. While I got another job, and my co-founders many of them lived in my house, and I still do get their mail. So we were all united together in the bond that had formed at Skywalker Ranch, and by the desire to create the most artist-friendly environment where we would treat our employees the way we had always wanted to be treated. The theory was it takes very happy artists to produce the most creative imagery. And if our clients felt the genuine enthusiasm, they would make us their team for life. And I'm so proud to say that actually that crazy plan worked, despite how many people told me it wouldn't work and that I was in the wrong part of town and that no one would accept our new discipline within this very traditional business. So we didn't listen to those guys. If anything, it fueled our passion for wanting to prove them wrong, to prove ourselves. The company has now grown over the last 18 years, about 500 employees strong. We doubled in size during the pandemic. We've become the world's largest visualization studio. The discipline that we created has terminology that is now industry accepted, that we sort of just came up with. So I'm so proud to see the work that our team members generate. Over 100 projects a year touched by our talented designers and virtual cinematographers, helping to design some films like Alfonso Cuarón's Gravity, Game of Thrones, The Mandalorian, pretty much everything coming out of Lucasfilm and Marvel these days. So thank you to Disney, even though you probably shouldn't have laid me off, but it's okay. I really do appreciate you. It was the best thing ever. So you see, Dean, persistence pays off. Overconfidence does not. It really takes a village to produce almost anything that's worth creating. So start building your bridges today with like-minded people that you find in your journey. And someday, you'll have an army of supporters, starting from me and your mom, to help you achieve your goals, and even goals you haven't even imagined yet. So just keep pursuing what you're passionate about. Don't be afraid to show how much you geek out about the subjects that you're passionate about. And for God's sakes, take advantage of those internships and those entry-level jobs. Okay, time for bed. And time for you guys to graduate. Congratulations for persevering, for your hard work paying off, and best of luck to you as you all embark on your own individual entrepreneurial journeys. Thank you, it's been an honor. Congratulations.
You join me again in thanking Chris Edwards. Thank you for sharing your journey and your passion and your encouragement, which applies to every single one of us here today. The ones who are graduating and those who are not. It applies to all of us. I would like to have Dr. Starkey join me at the podium right now for the presentation of an honorary degree.
So you already heard about the groundbreaking work of the third floor over the last 2 decades. Having amassed prestigious credits on many Hollywood blockbusters, Mr. Edwards was invited to join the jury at the China International New Media Short Film Festival, hosted in Shenzhen in 2008. After meeting with local filmmakers from the region and witnessing their passion for the most sophisticated storytelling, Edwards made it his mission to establish the Third Floor Beijing, to bring the best of the third floor's cinematic technology and filmmaking expertise to the Republic of China. Mr. Edwards is an active member of the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences, the Producers Guild of America, the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, the Themed Entertainment Association, the Visual Effects Society, and the British Academy of Film and Television Arts. His most notable honors include winning Ernst & Young's 2022 Entrepreneur of the Year Award for Greater Los Angeles, and the prestigious Paris Images Digital Summit 2020 Genie Visionary Award. President Ryan, it is my distinct honor to present Mr. Christopher Edwards for the honorary degree, Doctor of Fine Arts.
In addition to the diploma presented to Christopher Edwards, we also have something that dates back hundreds of years, but it's the hooding in recognition of the honorary doctorate degree. And I will try to do this without causing any injuries. By the authority vested in me by the bylaws of Woodbury University and the approval of this designation by the Woodbury University Board of Trustees, I am pleased to confer upon you, Christopher Edwards, the honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts.
I would now like to invite Ms. Heather Flood, Dean of the School of Architecture, to the podium with me. We have another honorary degree that we'll be bestowing today. One of the leading architects of the Art Deco and modern movements on the West Coast, Claude Bielman, helped bring a city from the Beaux Art styling of the previous century to the forefront of the 20th century design. Few architects have left an impression on downtown Los Angeles as broad and lasting as Claude Bielman. When Woodbury College moved to its Wilshire location in 1937, its monumental building designed by Claude Bielman, was one of the most imposing structures on the boulevard. And just a side note, my grandmother was a student at Woodbury University at that time from 1937 to 1939, so she was in that building. Anyway, Claude's streamlined modern design for Woodbury College incorporated contrasting vertical elements, including a central pylon that served as a modern interpretation of a clock tower. In 1987, Woodbury College moved to Burbank, and the former Wilshire location was demolished. President Ryan, it is my distinct honor to posthumously present Mr. Claude Bielman the Honorary Doctorate of Architecture degree, and in his honor, Dean Heather Flood will accept the diploma.
By the authority vested in me by the bylaws of Woodbury University and the approval of this designation by the Woodbury University Board of Trustees, I'm pleased to posthumously confer upon Claude Bielman the honorary degree, Doctor of Architecture.
At this time, the departmental honors for the class of 2023 will be presented. Departmental honors are bestowed upon those completing their degrees this semester. They have achieved the highest scholastic record in their major. When your name is called, please come to the left side of the stage. And Dr. Ryan, please join me in congratulating these students. Will the candidates who are to receive departmental honors and awards please come forward? I'll be reading your names. For animation, Brandon Wilson Chua. For applied computer science media arts, Levi Ellis. For architecture, Sabah Al Abdul Atif. For communication, Luis David Salazar. For fashion design, Valeria Iguereda Garcia. For fashion marketing, Monica Hacha-Trian. For filmmaking, David Cameron. For game art and design, Matthew Rothman. For graphic design, Angela Chirelli. For interdisciplinary studies, Saif Ahmad El Isa. For interior architecture, Andrea Castaneda. For management, Annie Ho. For marketing, Yana Petrosian. For political science, Karina Teharatian. For professional writing, Roxanne Adams. For psychology, Harmony Hendy. And for public safety administration, Emily Basolto. Next, it is my honor to acknowledge those undergraduates who are graduating with honors, as signified by the twin gold cords. I ask each of the groups to stand so we can pay tribute. Graduating cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.69. Graduates with the honor of cum laude, please stand for our salute. You may be seated. Graduating magna cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.7 to 3.89. Graduates with the honor of magna cum laude, please stand for our salute. You may be seated. And graduating summa cum laude requires a cumulative grade point average of 3.9 to 4.0. Graduates with the honor of summa cum laude, please stand for our salute. And now we will start the conferring of degrees. As I call out the degrees to be confirmed, please remain standing. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Architecture please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts please rise? And will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science please rise and all remain standing?
Upon the recommendation of the faculty to the Board of Trustees and by its mandate, I confer upon you the baccalaureate degree in your discipline with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
And I invite Ms. Heather Flood, Dean of the School of Architecture, and her department chairs to join us on stage in awarding degrees. The rest of you can sit down until it's your time to come up, till your row is called. Thank you.
Am I handing these back to you? Yes. Karina Solorzano. Sergio Santos. Jessica Gomez, magna cum laude. Jorge Ruiz. Christian Pisano. Eileen Zaldana. Siba Alabubdalitif, magna cum laude. Minal Alal El Karim. Frida Figueroa Sanabria. Angela Ponce. Giselle Ye. Ashley Gomez, cum laude. Cairo Reed. Duban Morales. David Quo. Azanika Emma. Luis Muro. Austin Barcelona. Kevin Matthew Ganier, cum laude. Dante Romero. Ryan Del Pozo, magna cum laude. Rafael Aguilar. Kiara Hyatt, cum laude. Jade Royer, magna cum laude. Joseph Bird. Jesus Barrera Jimenez. Gabriel Bustos. Chantal Godinez, cum laude. Brian De Jesus, cum laude. Enriqueta Cardona, cum laude. Kamran Mogbel. Sherry Kahen Asa. Mohammed Anus. Sultan Alturi. Mahmoud Hassan. Tatiana Hajar, cum laude. Lin Ayman Sabar. Valeria Adel Acomos. Veronia Adel Alcomos. Jose Fernandez. Yue Lin. Anthony Sanchez. Brenda Vasquez Meza. Khan Muhammad, magna cum laude. Jonathan Mora, cum laude. Laila Esmaili. Miguel Gonzalez. Kayla Castro, cum laude. Karin Najarian, magna cum laude. Monica Diaz, cum laude. Nina Trong. Yan Ling Lee. Sitlali Negrete, magna cum laude. Howard Lee, cum laude. Gor Gevorkian, cum laude. Joshua Diaz. David Petrosian. Argen Harusians. Roni Hyrumian. Hovannes Hovanisian. Gregor Lepigian Kuchakchian. Artem Grigorian. Arturo Ruiz. Fernando Sandoval. Nicholas Hecht. Andrea Postma, cum laude. Samantha Marquez, cum laude. David Acevedo. Francis Stephanie Aquino. Rachel Guadarrama, cum laude. Megan Culp. Yasmin Kaisi. Andrea De Leon Lopez. Braden Sandal, magna cum laude. Wendy Khalid Halak. Jorge Garcia. Eric Chian, cum laude. Rebecca Coelho-Rubias, magna cum laude. Ashley Guzman, cum laude. Andrea Castaneda, summa cum laude. Alex Salas. Hong Shan Zhu, magna cum laude. Tazik Ghazi. Misael Rojas.
I now invite Dr. Joan Marquez, Dean of the School of Business, and her department chairs to join us on stage to award degrees.
Faisal Amusad. Tatiana Blair. Gabriel Marone, cum laude. Angel Castro. Abdullah Mohammed Al-Homidian. Annie Ho, summa cum laude. Genesis Alegria Estrada, cum laude. Juan Divis. Monica Kachatrian, magna cum laude. Yana Petrosian, summa cum laude. Edgar Melkonian, cum laude. Karin Artidian, cum laude. Melissa Harapetian, magna cum laude. Sarkeen Antonian, magna cum laude. Annie Cavalian, cum laude. Stephanie Mollet. Cassandra Siqueiros, cum laude. Sarah George, magna cum laude. Gavin London, cum laude.
I now invite Dr. Ruben Ellis, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and his department chairs to the stage to award degrees.
Abdullah Alawadi. Catherine Demchurian, magna cum laude. Nicole Leal Maciel. Joseph Ruffoni, summa cum laude. Karine Ter Hartuyunian, summa cum laude. Saif El Isa, magna cum laude. Roxanne Adams, cum laude. Nicole Favors, magna cum laude. Sarah Olmedo, magna cum laude. Emily Basulto, cum laude. Luis Cano. Sarah Hernandez. Evelyn Ramirez. Hesenia Reza. Cassandra Zuniga. Yadira Beltran.
I now invite Mr. Jeff Bellantoni, Dean of the School of Media, Culture, Design, and his department chairs to join us on stage for the awarding of degrees.
There's more graduates.
Levi Ellis, magna cum laude. Chanel Tiana Cruz, magna cum laude. Cassidy Kernan. Lindsay Gagliardi, magna cum laude. Jordan Jackson, cum laude. Kyle Severo, cum laude. Joseph Labrunda. Luis Salazar, magna cum laude. Stephanie Hernandez, summa cum laude. Lauren Michael, cum laude. Harmony Handy, summa cum laude. Gianna Carrias, cum laude. Abigail Ross, cum laude. Christina Samsonian, magna cum laude. Sam Mansour, cum laude. Charlene Cohen. Shelby Soto, cum laude. CJ Jobel, cum laude. Pauline Rosem Matthews. Andy Ramos. Kylie Nagel, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Gonzalez Lopez. Evelyn Stephanie Gutierrez. Maria de Paz Lopez. Delaney Evans, summa cum laude. Efren Villanueva, magna cum laude. Nare Sargsyan, magna cum laude. Taylor Raiders, magna cum laude. Desiree Ellison, cum laude. Natalia Rubio. Alexandra Pickett. Giselle Garcia. Jennifer Miranda Rosette. Brandon Wilson Chua, summa cum laude. Sarina Annabel Vasquez, magna cum laude. Michael Alterwill, cum laude. Ronin Mirasol, cum laude. Fidelia Campos. Valeria Iagarita Garcia, cum laude. Isabel Marshall, cum laude. Lucy Shariari. Ambrosia Sharp. Dakota Simone Wallace, cum laude. Janelle Young. Jasha Alexander, magna cum laude. Vivian Revolorio. Nelson Lopez. Cesar Juarez Gomez. Andrew Wen. Maxwell Alexander. Samuel Cook. Christopher Hernandez. Deb Barua. Marieli Tavares. David Eklund. Julian Mercado, magna cum laude. Luke DePaulo. David Cameron, summa cum laude. Cody Montalibano. Barak Kalustian, summa cum laude. Evelyn Stephanie Gutierrez. Cristal Melody Arita, cum laude. Karina Demidova. Rachel Martinez. Jude Kahanding, cum laude. Edward Barba. Jarens Artates. Chris Gavorkian. Earl John Vincente, cum laude. Ian Hagen, cum laude. Ernesto Portillo Amaya. Maya Parrish. James Lee, cum laude. Tanner Gittrich, cum laude. Morin Tag, cum laude. Carissa Aurora Perez. Irandi Wells, magna cum laude. Isis Gonzalez. Narek McCurchian, summa cum laude. Jude Arubayan. Dimitri Tasakos. Arni Balagar. Emma Edwards Lee, cum laude. Gavin Archiga, summa cum laude. Judah Ellis. Matthew Rothman, cum laude. Angela Shirelli, summa cum laude.
President Ryan and deans, it is my honor and pleasure to now present the candidates in our graduate programs. In addition to receiving their certificates today, they received a hood designating the area of study by the color of the velvet, and the graduate degree granting institution by the color of the satin. As I call each degree program, please rise and remain standing until everyone receiving a master's degree is called. Will the candidates for the degree Master of Architecture please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Interior Design please rise? And will the candidates for the degree Master of Science in Architecture please rise?
Candidates for graduation for graduate degrees, Woodbury University will now confer your master degree. Upon the recommendation of the faculty to the Board of Trustees and by its mandate, I confer upon you the master degree in your discipline with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
I now invite Ms. Heather Flood, Dean of the School of Architecture, and her department chairs to join us on stage in awarding the master's degrees.
Jia Yu. Kim Heng Tae. Kai Yi Fu. Minush Sharoki. Gulshan Kishore. Soundharia Ravichandran. Bailey Bestel. Kimberly Molina Estrada. Catherine Vela. Jose Carrera. David Zheng. Robin Betancourt. Ruben Manopla. Andrew Davis. Wayne Castney.
Here we go.
I invite Dr. Joe Marquez, Dean of the School of Business and Associate Dean and Chair of the MBA program, Dr. Satinda Diman, to join us on stage in awarding the master's degrees.
Arlen Alexanian. Renee Ganbari. Miher Ohanessian. Harut Azrumanian. Dativig Bahumian. Annette Haratunian, Mary Gazarian, Esteban Blas, Brenda Blas, Gayan Hovanisian, Inderjeet Verdi, Serge Bertislian, Petra Yousefi, Natalie Vardanian, Hoda Dandash, Angelica Tatavosian, Anita Harris, Andrea Tatavosian Calumenos, Orit Morami Elnakava, David Lacrosse, Taylor Bursini,
At this time, I'd like to recognize two retiring faculty members, Dean Dr. Ruben Ellis, and Dr. Ewan Branda. I don't think he's here. Both have been awarded Professor Emeritus status. Please join me in congratulating them. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Sharon Townsend, Senior Director of Development and Alumni Affairs.
Good morning, and soon today, best day in your life. As the Senior Director of Alumni Affairs, I want to be the first to congratulate you as you enter into the Woodbury University Alumni Association. You and you alone are the only person who can live the life that can write the story that you were meant to tell. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, but I've discovered this: you can't do it alone. I encourage you to include your alma mater, Woodbury, as part of your life story. Today will be one of the most meaningful days of your life. Congratulations and welcome to the Alumni Association of Woodbury University. Best of luck in your future, and I now turn it over to President Ryan.
Thank you, Dr. Townsend. Believe it or not, we have almost completed our ceremony for today. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the many family members, friends, supporters from within the university, because as you're a student and you go through this, you know you count on your friends, but you also count on your faculty, and you count on our staff, and you count on, you may not know it, but you count on your administrators as well. I'd like us to give a round of applause to everyone who has helped make this day possible. And graduates, I'd like to encourage you, among all the many things you've heard today, but I would like to encourage you to be an ambassador for Woodbury University. If you've had a good experience here, and I trust you have, please spread the word. Spread the word to those who you think can be advantaged by having a Woodbury experience. And also, you will hear from us in the future because we plan on having more continuing education type programs available for you at a special alumni discount. I now invite to the stage Ms. Isis Gonzalez, Vice President for Marketing, Associated Students of Woodbury, to join me at the podium. Isis will have the honor of conducting the tassel turn for the class of 2023.
Congratulations, graduates. While today marks the end of our time here at Woodbury, it has been marked by our hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. We have spent countless hours working on projects, classwork, and assignments. We have overcome every obstacle thrown our way and pushed ourselves past the limits. It hasn't always been easy, but it has been one filled with many lessons and memories. As we enter the next chapter of our lives, I wish everyone the best, and I can't wait to see who will become the next great graphic designer, filmmaker, psychologist, fashion designer, architect, lawyer, accountant, animator, and the list goes on. The heart of Woodbury is within the structure itself and the wonderful faculty, but the soul and essence is and always will be made up of all of us students. Now, I would like to ask the class of 2023 to please rise. It is with great honor that I ask you to please join me in the ceremonial turning of the tassel from right to left. Congratulations.
What a beautiful, memorable day for all of us. You may all please stand for our final exit instructions. Our mace bearer, Professor Emeritus, Dr. Reuben Ellis, will lead the stage party out. Graduates, if you would please stay in your seated area until the stage party and the faculty have cleared the area. The commencement ceremonies are now concluded. Thank you and congratulations.
Come on. Graduates, we want to say today is a happy day. Here we go.
graduating.